Dad has a diagnosis of essentially mixed dementia. In the first instance, he was diagnosed with vascular dementia, but later on he also had an added diagnosis of Alzheimer's, so it's a mixed diagnosis. Ultimately, it just means that a lot of bodily functions and thinking functions are impaired, and it's progressive, so over time, obviously his ability to do things for himself is hugely impaired.
Alison said, well, I think we've got to look at somewhere so that you can have some respite.
As with many people with a life-limiting condition, John's family decided to look into care options. For them, placing John in a care home wasn't viable, so they instead decided to provide care for him at home through paid carers to complement the unpaid care given by his family.
He went into a care home, walking, talking, being able to feed himself, dress himself with a bit of help, and he couldn't do anything. And he just wanted to give up, and I think he gave up. It was very important indeed to get John home, because I'd always said that he would never go into a home. He used to say, you put me in a home, you just put me in a home and forget about me. But you can't do that. And I said, no, you're certainly not going to die in hospital or in a home. He's home now, and he has to have everything done for him. He has to be fed, washed and seen to.
In choosing the right care, carers organisations such as the Carers Trust suggest a strong set of priorities.
The first step really is your needs as a carer, and not just you as a carer, a family. So is it respite that would help you? Is it support around the home? It could be like domestic tasks, so you need some support just doing some basic things like shopping, gardening. You need some time out to go and visit a GP or go for a hospital appointment. It's really important to consider the whole family's needs. So what are you aiming to achieve by bringing in a care provider and bringing in that support?
He needed personal care, so sort of washing him because he was unable to walk, and he was bedbound and sort of chair-bound and had to be hoisted to and from. And we also then needed respite for Mum so that she could go shopping, so that she could continue to have a little bit of a life outside of the immediate home for herself.
The family feels that continuity of carers is important.
Having multiple people who are carrying out a very, very personal task can be very distressing for a person, and actually building up a rapport and knowing who those people are each day makes it far more pleasant an experience.
To get more information about care providers, there are plenty of options to look into.
If you go down the statutory road of looking for a funded care package, then you need to approach the local authority, and they will direct you towards a team of staff, of people who will come out and carry out an assessment. If you contact the council, they all have websites, their numbers will be available in the library. They will all have either adult social service departments or children's social service departments. There's websites out there that you can have a look at, so NHS Choices, the Pendrell's Trust, the Carers Trust. They will all provide feedback and experiences, and then it's just about making contact with those departments. Word of mouth, for me, is one of the main priorities. So, if you've got friends and family who are receiving care, then who's delivering that, and what feedback are you getting?
For their family, Heather, who's John's paid carer, has proved invaluable.
It started out as me approaching Heather, and we just thought she would be the perfect fit for my mum. Really, Heather has become part of our family, and she's with Mum Monday to Friday, so 5 days a week, rather as a full-time job. And at the weekends, my brother and I rally around and come and visit and give you that extra bit of companionship and support.
From their experience, Alison and Leslie recommend anticipating what's to come.
You can't plan ahead for everything in life, but at least if you've researched and you've already perhaps got a relationship with an organisation going, you're better placed when and if something does happen. So think ahead and plan. Start with perhaps a little bit of support, introducing it almost before you really need it. That sounds sort of counterintuitive, but actually, particularly with people with dementia, getting that familiarity in place little by little, so that as the needs increase, you've already got a relationship there with an organisation who can then step up and step in and give you that added support.
For Alison and Leslie, a carer who understood John's situation was vital.
I tried to find somebody who was really empathic, both with my mum as Dad's carer and also with my dad. And those people don't grow on trees. Also, they need to be pretty intelligent and clued up about dementia to show me that they really did understand how you enter the world of somebody with dementia. It's worth investing the time to go and actually meet the people who are running the organisations, as well as the care staff that will be coming to visit you, and insisting on the best, because it's your family and you deserve the best.
For more information about care providers, the Adult and Social Services Department of your council will be a good place to start. There's also information on sites such as NHS Choices and the Carers Trust.